conversation. But before we talk to Dr. Ezzat, I actually had a thought this morning. About 12 years ago, that's when I started my career in hospitality. I went from advertising agencies to hospitality when I started with Shangri-La Hotels and Resorts. And that's when I understood the hospitality was actually Asian. It's not Middle Eastern, it's not American, it's totally Asian. And I thought to myself, wow, I would love if I can take this career back to Saudi, but I couldn't. And then this morning, I woke up and I had a very smirky smile on my face, and I said, from 12 years back, getting into the hospitality sector, to today, I'm standing on the stage and interviewing one of the leaders in the hospitality industry. What a change it has been. I am ever so proud to be a Saudi in this time and age, leading the hospitality industry, and on the stage of FHS, one of the most leading investment conferences. So allow me to please welcome Dr. Ezzat, the CEO of Elaf Group. Dr. Ezzat, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Jana, for hosting me. I'm very proud to be hosted by you, one of the very active, young, talented ladies in hospitality. Allow me first to extend my warmest congratulations and best wishes to the government of Saudi Arabia, the custodian of the Holy Mosque, and His Royal Highness Crown Prince, and the Saudi nation and the people for the occasion of the National Day. We're very proud to be Saudis. We're very proud of this transformation happening in the tourism industry and being part of that. Thank you very much again for hosting me.
Absolutely, you are very welcome, and it is absolutely our pleasure. Let's jump right to it. Everybody knows about Vision 2030. Everybody understands hospitality. But from your overview, what is really happening in the Saudi market that the internationals really don't get or would like to understand a little bit better?
Well, Saudi Arabia now is embracing international tourism big way, not only in Saudi, in the Middle East, even UAE and Qatar and other countries in the Middle East are embracing the same concept, but in particularly in Saudi Arabia, what's happening is very unique. Saudi Arabia as a crossroad of civilization, having that very unique blend of culture, heritage, and yet modernity as well. So it's becoming an attraction point for the whole world, especially with the huge investments that the country is putting in the infrastructures, building luxurious accommodations, airports, hotels, and attractions as well. So bringing people to Saudi, promoting for the culture exchange, and making Saudi Arabia as a real hub of events, exhibitions, and conferences as well. This will make a big difference in the tourism industry in the Middle East.
True. Just a few days ago when MBS had his interview with Fox, he did mention now Vision 2040. And he did mention that it's a collaboration of sports, entertainment, hospitality, real estate, oil, GDP. I mean, it's a whole movement. So what do you think are the best strategies that Saudi is doing right now involving investment in the hospitality sector?
Well, since the vision has been announced and started like 8 years ago, there were a lot of changes happened in the tourism ecosystem. One of the most important changes, in my views, was in 2019 with the visa reform, when Saudi Arabia opened the doors for people to come for leisure to Saudi Arabia, and that was a key move. After that started a lot of cultural heritage promotion, like listing one of the important sites of UNESCO becoming Al-Ula, the restoration of Dir'iyya and these kind of things, and the continuous investment in infrastructure making a big difference in the country. In addition to that, you see the Riyadh season, Jeddah season, the events that Saudi is hosting, whether WWE, the boxing, the racing, the other FIFA tournaments and so on, bringing people to Saudi to visit and see, in addition to the continuous promotion for the country and making Saudi an eco-friendly and tourism-friendly destination. One of the most important things that I see the country is also taking care of is the sustainability, which is very important. We see the Ministry of of tourism is bringing a lot of practices to the table, and we in the private sector trying to implement a lot of sustainability practices to protect the environment, to reduce the pollution in the country. And this is very important, not only to look into the tourism as numbers only, but with other tangible and intangible objectives.
Amazing. I know that sustainability is part of your strategy and part of your philosophy. And I understand Boutique Group has a certain philosophy, DGDA has a certain philosophy. What's Elaf's philosophy?
Well, I think everything we do in Elaf, we're a local brand, but local brand aiming to have high standard, international standards. So everything we do is centered around the customer, centered around hospitality from the heart. So we do things with certain guidelines. We are trying to exhibit the hospitality of Saudi Arabia to the whole world. So the main thing we do that we deliver hospitality from the heart. So every customer we have at our hotels, we treat him as we're having him hosted at our homes. So because we're very local, so we have these local touches you find, for example, in our hotels in Medina, the local food of Medina, in Mecca, the local food of Mecca, in Riyadh, the Najdi style as well, in Jeddah, the Hijazi style, the food, the bakhur, the dates, the Saudi coffee. So it is from the heart. The other thing that we do is we take care of the quality at every steps. So we are very passionate about operating excellence. And last but not least, that we continue to deliver every day with non-stop progression. So we ask our associates to improve and do improvements every day in their performance.
I actually did some background search, and I did ask some of the people that have gone to Elaf, and it was very simple what they said. They said Elaf doesn't focus on ROI, they focus on ROE, which is return on experience. And I think that's the best part about hospitality. I know that you have about 9 hotels and more than 3,377 keys, if I'm not mistaken. Are you looking at expanding more?
Well, today we're having around 3,500 keys in Saudi, 9 hotels in different areas, Mecca, Medina, Jeddah, Riyadh. And our aim is to have more hotels. So we want to take number of hotels from 9 to 25 in 3 years, trying to add 5,000 to 6,000 additional keys, trying to double our market share. So our target is to double our market share from 2% to 4% in Saudi. And we'd like to continue elevating our standards. We're trying to continue enforcing brand standards with local aspects and international practices as well.
And one last very important question. Are you looking to go international?
Well, definitely our current focus is expanding in Saudi, raising the brand, building the equity, increasing the on top of mind awareness about Elaf brands. And next step, of course, after 3 years is expanding into the Gulf and to other countries as well.
Amazing. You have a whole database in front of you. What are you looking for today? Who do you want to meet? Is there someone you'd like to speak to at FHS? Or what would you like to tell the attendees?
Well, I've enjoyed being here in FHS. I had a tour on most of the booths. I was talking to different people. And of course, I'll continue talking to the other people, not only the Saudi companies, but also the other companies in GCCs. We're learning every day, and we're changing information, mingling with very nice teams here, and I'm very proud to be here. I'm also very proud to be part of Elaf as a CEO. We have celebrated over the past 2 years very, very big achievements. We have opened two hotels. We've added around 600 keys in a year. We've launched a new brand called Judian. So we have now 2 brands. One brand in the holy cities called Elaf, another brand in the metropolitan cities called Judian. And we have launched also the first international destination management company in Saudi Arabia under the name Exo Saudi Arabia, trying to bring people from North America, from Europe to visit Saudi and to enjoy the heritage and the culture and the new destinations in Saudi Arabia.
Amazing, Dr. Ezzat. You're closing all aspects. I'm very proud of you and what you've achieved. Thank you very much for having us today. Jana, on to you. I know we are right on time, so I'm very proud of that. Thank
Jana,
you,
that
Jana.
was perfect timing. Look at that. She got it down.